rosters and macaroni. Imposters. So on a trip to New York on some beeswax, I get invited to a club where MC's at, and on stage is a singer with something on her head similar to the turban that I covered up my dreads with, which I was rocking at the time when I was going through them phases, trying to find anything that seemed real in the world. Still searching, but I started liking this girl. Now you know her as Erica on and on Badu. Call Tyrone on the phone. Why you do that good like that, boy? You ought to be ashamed. The song wasn't about me, and that ain't my name. We're young in love, in short, we had fun. No regrets, no. Had a son by the name of 7, and he's 5. By the time I do this mix, he'll probably be 6. You do the arithmetic, me do the language art. To poke you in the heart and take you from the start to when luxury transportation meant a MARTA card, or either when your girlfriend that went to Maze, mama or her daddy let her borrow the Benz because she's smart, or maybe if your neighbor does you a huge favor and he sells you that rabbit that's been sitting in his yard. You fix it up, you trick it out, you give it rims, you give it bump, you give it all your time, cause that's all you can think about. That's as far as I got.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. Pass to George. Reverses, and the layup is up and in. George has got the opening basket of the game for Utah. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players. Was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
And here's George. After Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Morant with it, and guarded by Capella. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
David, thanks. We appreciate the information. Guys, what do you think about their emphasis on shooting coming in?
Listen, if you can get really good shot quality, being efficient, I think they can be successful with that strategy.
They have to be patient and a willingness to make the next pass when the shot isn't there.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Morant with it. George picks him up. Back to Morant. Rebounded by Capella. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
And Beal gets it to go.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz trailed by 9. To the middle. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Irving. That one doesn't go. And it's Memphis the other way. Morant with it. George picks him up. Pass to Ingram. Memphis moving it around. Back to Morant.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
He's off on the first.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's White. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Offensive rebound. Tries the spin move. Pass to George. Stolen by McGee. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. It's Ingram on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. White looking around. Shot clock at 5. Scooped up. McGee. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. 6 to shoot. Out to Ingram. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Grizzlies lead by 11. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Trent outside. Out to White. To the paint. Tries again. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
Jazz trailed by 9. Pass to Poole. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Three-pointer, Markkanen. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, we knew Markkanen could shoot, but the consistency right out of the gate has surprised all of us.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr. This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Here's Beal, and Whiteside sends it back to the inside. Here's Anderson. Pass to Clarkson. Stolen by Markkanen. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Harris. McGee in the corner. Back to Harris. It's Beal on the wing. Now here is Harris. They get the rebound. Inside. McGee in the corner. Here's Markkanen. Outside for Beal. Poole trying to get open. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
White left side. Outside Beal. Back to Harris. Memphis moving it around. There's the triple. Outside Markkanen. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Clarkson outside. Spins. And there's the drive. Great move there. That spin was something.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Poole. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Beal. No good on the shot. The Jazz go the other way with it. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. Clarkson right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Here's Ingram. Out to Morant. Poole with the steal. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Anderson's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game. And another turnover here by Memphis.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
Gary Trent Jr.
29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's George. Another miss by Utah.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
One of the game's more interesting personalities. Kyrie Irving wants to win at all costs. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Hunter. Here's Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Now here's Morant for three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Memphis out in front, up 5. And we'll be back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Jazz. Left side, George. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Trent. Morant with it, and guarded by Capella. Trent, left side. Now, here's Morant for three. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 8 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Trent. And it's Bagley in the corner. No good with the triple. Pass to Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And it's Morant missing. Jazz trailed by 8. The 11-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And Memphis making a change here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Wood sets a screen. Here's Morant. Pass to Wood. It's stolen by Capella. On the wing, George. And here is Ingram. 11 points in the game. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Irving with the steal. George with the ball. And it's Trent picking him up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
And George drops them both.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Jazz trailed by 6. Hunter on the wing. Outside for George. Spins. Oh, Hunter in position. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 10 points.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
2 points. That one goes. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Back to Irving. Deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Hunter. Outside Irving. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You see the vertical. Clint Capella way above the rim with 1 or 2 hands.
Memphis leading by 6. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Morant. Launches a 3. Bradley Beal, and that's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And the Jazz call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Here's Poole. That shot is off. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Down low. Back to White. Pass to McGee. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside White. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And here's Harris from the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Grizzlies substitution. Brandon Ingram.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. He can't get that one. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Jazz. It's a 13-point game. To halt the run. Shot's good by Clarkson.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
And here's Harris from the arc. No good that time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here is Anderson. Inside. Beal with the steal. One-on-one fast break. White wide open. He fires. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Memphis.
Their defense. It's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, guys, they push the ball. They've been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. It's tipped. Poole with it. Picked up by Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Outside White. And here's Ingram from the arc. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Clarkson. Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias. Challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
And Poole gets it to go.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Clarkson surveying the floor. From beyond the arc and then some.
and they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Even when he first came into the league, this was Clarkson's go-to move, pressing the action off the dribble.
The kick out to Poole. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And he drives in. Pass to McGee. Now Beal. Gets Ingram atop the key. Shot clock at 6. Beal with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Harris, good.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
Here's Anderson. And he converts the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Ingram outside. Out to White. Takes a three. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Demonstrating how efficient he is. Derek has a great feel for when to fire away.
And the Jazz call time here. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Shoots from the elbow, and it's George missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, but that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bradley Beal.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Markkanen with it. Morant outside. Just 4 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket is good.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Outside, Beal. Back to Markkanen. Young with the steal. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely
Only at the top, everybody can't go with them. We can't even tap it, you stopping the momentum. And I've been too passionate. I ain't looking over shoulders, baby, bad. Legit, let me show you how to get it, go from rag to rich. Presidential 10, I can't be average. Yeah, it's blasting rich. Hey, we done came a long, long way, little baby. I can never knock my losses, it paid me. Said I'm the truth, baby, but I thought you knew, baby. The one, not the two, baby. I've been too passionate. Passionate. Remember days we wasn't having. Hey, and now we slide. We got some in this.
My 8x12's considered. I don't have any morals on my jewelry's thoughtful. 644 or sports cool. Burberry waterproof. Boss moves. Workers fertilize along with lawyers like Cochran. Running your break the box spring. Dot a fox pink. Cameos with cameo. The ladies just feel like new edition Candy Girl. Minus the wet Jerry curl. The black Led Zeppelin. Sled go from 0 to 60 in less than 6 seconds. Was destined. Flicking out the Hummer. Taking numbers. This is we play the oven. Baby mothers, maybe others. Wait a black Mercedes bumper. This link, slum like.
I'm an art exhibit. Crash the boat, that's just a part of living. My soul descends from the heavens, and I'm pretty sure I've been here before, cause I can feel it. When a wolf screams, my eyes turn black and I can't feel. Spin the wheel, skip, quick like a. There's only so much that I could deal with. You'll have to learn Braille. I don't know about no. I'm talking to the pilot about the tailwind. Look at this brand I built, hand and will. I should have played the point guard at Vanderbilt. Standing still, just hand me the. Drive the white van in Amityville. When I hopped out, they like it can't be real. Well, ancient astronaut theory speak clearly about my origin. And I ain't talking about Oregon. I'm about to go on tour again, so buy your tickets and fly your. Fry the chicken. Play me 5 feet, a wise decision.
Heavy on it. Loyalty over royalty, I know the vibes. Whooped it, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. I'm about my chicken like it's a 2-piece. You can have your back shift in a 2-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them out. I still got stuff in it. Swim back with a. They say I'm moving ruthless. I get the breeze, then it's adios. If I'm with you, when I see, then we getting low. That's another zone. Ice in the VVs, now she down to get. I got all this on me like Fiji. I'm posted up. They go straight to the mata, then I'm up in the plata, then he dancing my chata. They go straight to the mata. Whooped it, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. I'm about my chicken like it's a 2-piece. You can have your back shift in a 2-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them. I still got Yeah. I need a tell her go grab me, claiming that she love me, yeah. Get the roses by the dozen, yeah. Maybe take you out in public, mess around until the sun is. I ain't playing.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season. The guys, they got swept in last year's series, and you know that's the first and foremost thing in their minds as they look to turn the tables this time around. Now, here's Nurkic. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Rebounded by Capella. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Daigneault. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, he really respects the opponent they're facing tonight. He said, we've looked at the game film, and those guys over there are relentless at scoring. It's going to take a tremendous effort on our part defensively to slow them down. Guys, that's the kind of thing that's going to take all of this game to do.
David, thank you for that. Very interesting. GA, their focus on preventing a scoring burst early on.
Okay.
And Levine knows how to use the spacing on the floor to his advantage, whether it's attacking the basket himself or setting up a teammate.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Pass to KD. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a three, you know he's coming back at you.
Irving with the bounce pass. And it's George finishing it off.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside, Levine. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
Here's George. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. George has got 6 points. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Anthony. Young with the steal. And now the fast break. George gets the ball.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score?
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues
to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Here's Durant. Out to DeRozan. Outside Durant. Over Young. That one bounces around and comes back out. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
To the paint. Here's DeRozan. Shot on the wing. Durant. That's good. Durant's got his second bucket.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
A three ball. Doesn't go that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
.50 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Oklahoma City moving it around. DeRozan in the corner. Offline with his three. Outside Irving. Lob pass to Capella.
And Kyrie with that feel, man, it's so special, impressive. Finds a teammate, that's a direct dime.
Oubre for three. No good on the last second attempt there. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Utah Jazz.
The Jazz.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, whenever Whiteside has a chance to dunk, man gon' dunk.
To the left wing. In the corner, Crowder with it. And Lowry has it in the corner. Pass to Şengün. Over Anderson. And it's off the back rim. No good. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. Fans form that attachment to their team.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
That one drops for him.
And And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
To the inside. Back to Clarkson. Going inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Şengün with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
DeRozan with it. And it's Clarkson picking him up. Lets it go from 14. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Floats one up. And Clarkson with the layup. Clarkson's got the lead up to 14 now for Utah. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous. But nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
Here's Poole, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
Pass to DeRozan. The shot is long.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And a lot of noise coming from these fans after that call was made.
Outside for Durant. Shot to stop the run. And no good as it rattles out.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
50 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Pass to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by George. Irving's got 10.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here is KD. And Capella sends it back.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times, throws that one away.
And they get it back. Nobody near Irving. Drops one in from the wing. That's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Sinks the three-pointer.
An all-NBA selection over his career. DeRozan is a savvy scorer, reads the passing angles, and looks for catch-and-shoot opportunities. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competition.
Well, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
And it's George missing. Thunder trailing by 21. Anthony with it. Guarded now by Irving. Pass to KD. Over George. Nurkic trying to get open. Durant, no good. For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Right side, George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars. KD on the wing.
Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. KD's got 10.
Why do KD threes look like layups? Man, it's unbelievable.
George with the bounce pass. Spins. Irving for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. He's got 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The shot by KD. No good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And he gets the bucket.
And watch how this kind of scoring output for Kyrie Irving impacts the rest of his teammates. Everyone else starts to feel hot.
Out to the wing, to the middle. Young with the steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. A nice shot by Irving.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Back to Anthony. Durant at the elbow. Over Young. That one wide left.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, George.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And to see your son Greg find success in the NBA, I can only imagine that's going to be so special for him.
It is. I'm a proud papa because something that so few get to experience. So I couldn't be more proud of him and happy as well.
Banked in off the glass. KD's got 13.
That's a nice little 8-iron chip shot for KD.
Clarkson right side. Down low. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Inside. It's deflected. Pass to Durant. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Poole.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Anderson, he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending.
Going forward, the Thunder have a ton of draft capital for them to put a lot of first-round picks either to play for themselves or in play to make some significant trades. Lots of flexibility there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
And Jordan Poole has stepped onto the NBA stage and not ever backed down from a challenge. He plays with tremendous confidence.
Outside Durant. From deep three-point range. And no good. And Utah the other way now. They host the Spurs after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Anderson. Durant trying to break free. Out to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Poole on the wing. Another miss by Utah. Levine for 3. The rebound by Anderson. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Jazz.
The Jazz, 56.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Here's Clarkson. That shot off. Great D that time from Hardaway. KD on the wing. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
Here's Anderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Poole. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Whistle blows if that's going to be a travel.
And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
Number 0.
We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences. Get ourselves fired up. Your game?
Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. Takes the turnaround J. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Here's Poole. And Durant sends it back.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Three-pointer. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Pass to Clarkson for 3. The shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. From downtown, they get it back out to the right wing. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz leading by 23. Now here's Anderson.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Both free throws good from Anderson. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Out to KD. Stolen by George.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Utah.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
A nice shot by George.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Pass to Nurkic. Outside, KD. Over Hunter. It's hauled in by George. Outside, Irving. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Jazz ball. Shooting for Utah, Kyrie Irving. One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean,
the game, let we not the same in that. Like Johnny Dang, and that done stole my 20 came and I'm joking. About it with the far ground, you gon' need a bargain when you buy. I don't got a problem with the. I'm the finished product, you the mock up. Get your, you too slow, just get to the. Joe woke up, I get to the comments, you rolled it and polish. I do not write, I'm just telling my truth when I get in the booth. I don't, when no Judas got computers, got so many sons, I don't know what the mood is. If you got a, like got a Kamuda, we full up with Goonies, but I'd rather sit on my piece like a Buddhist. You, I get me lacunas. I fell in love in the middle of Kobe, she better than Addison Rae. You man did a post for that fashion, lower 7 times and you never got paid. I told my girl hit a mute on the Zoom and now she taking off the parade. I tell the family we're tripping Japan for the week because that's how we raised. Get your mans. If you switching up, then tell me in advance.
Yeah, ayy, sticky hoe red hundreds on my fingertips. Ayy, yeah, chain swinging, don't know where the medal is. Ayy,
pull up with a she dance, got some heaven pants. We on a different way, I am the veteran.
Ayy, yeah, I quit my bands, then I just do my dance. Ayy, yeah. On the game that it just represent, ayy, yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Me and Warren by the it is getting scary. Thought I'm about to leave, but I renewed the lease. On the snake, get a peace sign, rewind that, remind that. We're the kings, for we turn to ashes, don't forget now.
On the manual background, ayy, who the trying to go clash with me? I'm practically the most savage, the most braggadocious boy that you ever seen. I'm on caffeine, the black G's, and them whole bags and keys is flow. I'm sympathy, I'm limping, cause I got a whole game to carry. At the top, you can't reach. Oh my god, my Nikes, I'm Mariah Carey. Got a check in December. You miss shots like a Superman who don't join the military. Miss a sign, you the side of a dairy. Where you go? Getting scary. I'm pretty.
And I back of the I don't play by the rules, I don't work any cue. We attack anything that'll make any moves. I don't make any excuse before you walk and take up the shoes. Are you little boys?
I got blues, but you so clueless. My words, I add to the movie loop. I got blue bills matched with the pants, blue jeans with a in the side of his 2C. Schoolboy get his P's and Q's. I be groovy, yes, I'm in the new scene. I got new keys in jacuzzis. You be in the nosebleeds while they all moody. My band be taller than Uzi. Get your man, keep him out like Bruce Lee. Ayy.
Get your mans. If you switching up, then tell me in advance.
Yeah, ayy, sticky hoe red hundreds on my fingertips. Ayy, yeah, chain swinging, don't know where the medal is.
Pull up with a she dance, got some heaven pants. We on a different way, I am the veteran.
Ayy, yeah, I quit my bands, then I just do my dance. Ayy, yeah, on the game, then it just represent. Ayy, yeah.
I got your girl on panic. Iced out my wrist Titanic. Like 2-1, I'm on my savage. No airport, but claim my baggage. I'm on the run, I'm on the run. You're gon' choose, I'm on the up. The boy and the man, you're all in one. But I used to be the one that caught the bus on the red light. I don't need transit, only crew, no friends. When you see me, that's it. They ain't even like me last year. Now they know my face, China on the page. We be in a place like the K.CD. They watch me like I'm on TV. Brought this back, but I ain't got receipt. Coking up Bobby Flay when I'm on this beat, yeah. They got me in a bad place. Might crash the whip in the highway. All about my cheese, it's a bad race. If you win it first, you in last place. They got me in a bad place. Might crash the whip in the highway. All about my cheese, it's a bad race. If you win it first, you in last place. 20 women on me, falling like Titanic. Sounded like Do-Re-Mi, like a zombie, running empty. You can see my show it to your hubby. Please don't get annoyed, you be talking like you got a point. I got hundreds in my pocket, I got hundreds from Detroit. Spend it on some things that I don't need because I do enjoy it. Don't be playing with my feelings, baby girl, it's not a toy. I'm the best out, sorry that you left out. If you thought of something opposite, then go ahead, bounce. Never care about nada, go ahead and make me care now. Turn my feelings off and now I'm ready for my close-up. Closer, closer, she be getting closer. One more step. Good to meet ya when you're coming over. Trying to put my hand around your itty bitty shoulder.